I'm on my own again. It's been lovely having company. I've had top class company. But now I'm back on my own. In the forest. All set up. I've lit a little fire and I'm gonna cook my dinner on here. Once it's gone down to embers, I'm gonna stew up a little something. No surprise. So I'm gonna start prepping that here while this burns away. So I'm making up a little stew here from carrot, potatoes, onion, lamb neck, and a little stock. Nice and simple, just how I like it. Here's my lamb neck. A little bit of stock. Cover it with water. That's starting to steam away. I just set up my bed, which isn't a terribly complicated thing to do. Now I'm going to sit here while my dinner bubbles away. I've also got to put in it something that I made at home. Which are a couple ship's biscuits, hard tack, flour dried within an inch of its life. I'm going to smack some of those up and put them in my stew. Old school. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna eat this. I tell you what, I'm just gonna put one in my stew and hopefully it starts to break up in there. There's something different about being on your own. It's nice, I mean, there's positives to both, but it's pretty freeing. And could I persuade anyone to eat that? I do not think so. So just me. And the hours as always. The fire's reduced to embers now, like I wanted it to. So I've just got my pot there, and I'm gonna leave it bedded up in those, stewing for a while. And I'm just gonna chill out here, listening to the forest. I'm feeling sleepy. It's starting to get dark so early now. And also because it's getting colder, I want to get tucked up. But the dark is misleading. It's only 7:20. You might not believe this, but that smells really good. The ship biscuit is starting to break up, which is helping to thicken it up a bit. I say starting, it's pretty much just in half. Okay, moment of truth. This has been simmering for hour and a half, hour and 40. And I can't see down there because all I've got is the light of the fire. I never have a head torch or anything. But it smells amazing. The lumps, I don't know if they're the ship biscuit or the lamb neck. Okay. Sort of looks how you'd expect it to look. Again, one I can eat solo, probably not with a guest. I'm excited, that smells amazing. I can't wait to try this hardtack, the ship biscuit. I've got this old moth here that is a big fan of my lantern. And seemingly my hair, I think, because maybe it reflects on my hair. But he's quite cute. My stew is seriously really tasty. And I'm not just saying that. Move aside, little moth. It's really nice. The ship biscuit has softened enough so it's not going to break my teeth, but it's taken on the texture of sort of rye bread, I guess. It's nearly a rye bread. It's a bit firmer than that. The lamb's really tender, as is all the veg, and the broth is so good. Because the ship biscuit has been cooking in the lamb fat, and it's got this sort of dense texture to it, it's almost meaty to eat, which is really interesting. Really good. Dinner finished and washed up. Really scrumptious, that, I've got to say. I'd eat that again. Although those ship's biscuits are dangerously filling. You don't need many of them. One. Turns out you need one of them. It's just started to sort of drizzle, which wasn't forecast. But never mind, I bought my canvas anyway. This deer won't stop shouting. He's having an awful day. But it will become background noise. and then he can just get on with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna take shelter for a bit, relax, and then in a little bit get ready for my bed. Probably writing my little book. I never have much in form of entertainment. I bought a book once, I don't know if you remember that. I don't know where I was. I bought The Great Gatsby. I've never really read, but I suddenly thought about a year ago that I needed to catch up. So I started with all of the modern classics, really, and they were so dry to me. But I did get through a lot of stuff. But I always my dad would recommend me some adventure books, and I'd read them instead because they were more exciting. But I haven't read for months, so I have my little book instead, and I write in there. And that's about all I have for entertainment. That and looking at the beetles that wander over me and my things while we lay here, which is plenty. Oh, and the sounds, the owls and the shouty deer. Who am I to complain? I got it all. That rain really picked up. I didn't expect that at all. It's quite nice to sleep to, but I hope it clears by the morning because I didn't bring waterproofs. Which is a very silly thing to do. But it's lovely for me to listen to as I fall asleep. And as such, I'm gonna get tucked up, but I've already got it tucked up. But I'm gonna fall asleep listening to that. It's got to be one of my favourite sounds. It's the temperatures are definitely dropping at the moment, but I'm prepared. I'm ready. I've got more wool than usual. Anyway, good night. Good morning. It rained pretty much throughout the night and is still raining this morning, which is immensely peaceful to sleep to, and loads of owls. And the deer quieted down. He got all his shouting out. But now it's still quite wet, and I still don't have any waterproofs. But I'm tucking up under my little canvas shelter and having a cup of tea and some breakfast. These are sort of granola square. It's a flapjack really, but that's what they call it. Perhaps it sells better. But they're great. As is this. I'm drinking now. I've always drunk English breakfast. I'm now drinking Earl Grey on recommendation from my brother. It's really good. It's slightly less astringent without milk. And the leaves are bigger, so they sink better, so I get less leaves in my teeth. I'd recommend.